attraction is different for everybody, right? Most people are dating people who are the similar of similar attraction. That's just reality. So even if she says, "Oh, Morris Chestnut," I mean, the guy she's with, you might be like, "Okay," you know what I'm saying? Who the guy with? Like, okay, it ain't like she's saying, "Oh, he's got to be this god," right? But you gave her a choice, so she chose between two people. But what would you ideally want to happen? Do you not want women to at least have some attraction to the guy they're with?
What?
Like, what is it that you guys want to be said?
Because she was arguing against Trev's point about women having an ego boost regarding how much attention that they get. So when Bruiser started asking her the questions about how would she feel if other people found her attractive and whatnot, and I kind of put it in the back check. I said, how many strangers will have to tell you that you're ugly before it starts making you question how ugly you are? And because Trev was talking about how women think they're more beautiful based off of the fact that so many people call them beautiful over and over and over again, that they have a abundance mindset because there's so many people attracted to them. So that's what the whole debate even started from. That's why they was asking her. So they was expecting her to say, you know what I mean, give an answer regarding that. But the only thing I would say to Trev and Darwin regarding that is that I don't think people meet enough people in their life to be able to determine for them to feel, well, no, I don't think the ratios for someone who's relatively look okay will ever be enough to make them feel not attractive. So if you fall somewhere around the average category or slightly above average, there would never be enough people to make you feel like you're absolutely unattractive.
Bro, I disagree. I think women have some of the lowest self-esteems in the world. Unfortunately, they a lot of those things affect them, and that's why, like, as a father, it's extremely important to me that I tell my children they're beautiful every day and pump encouragement into them. Women internalize stuff differently than us. They don't. They may say that they're a 10, but what they actually believe about themselves is not the same thing. That's why it's kind of like taboo to like go at them, because it can tear their confidence down and have long-term effects.
So if your child
I agree with that.
So if your child is overweight,
that's definitely the majority of women. They
Pop-Tart
don't
all
really
day and sluggish, you gonna tell him he's still.
You say if I have a child that's
so you saying I would be wrong? So would I be wrong if I had a son? I got two sons, and one of them is just eating too much and not working out and not watching his weight, and he's getting fat. And am I wrong for saying, "Hey, look, bro, you getting fat, bro? You ain't gonna."
But that's a question of health, not of attractiveness necessarily.
Well,
and say you're unhealthy.
And that depends on the relationship with the child and knowing that child personality. Some kids you can say that to and it's gonna motivate them. Some of them is gonna depress them. It just really depends.
I would argue that your health is a direct result of your attraction. Like, obviously, you're not gonna have the fact that you might not have the angles. You might have a round jawline. You might not have that square jawline. But if you can keep yourself in shape within your weight, you have flattering areas on your body that make you attractive versus being overweight. So we're not trying to reshape your structure of your nose and your eyes and get the symmetry going and all that other stuff so you can be, perfection. But your health most definitely has a play. That's why people tell you go to the gym. Nobody tells you to go to get surgery. I mean, I know they're telling women to do that because there's a discipline issue and laziness issue. So men tell women to get in the gym to become more beautiful. Women tell women to go get under the blade to become more beautiful. It is a matter of health.
Women.
What? Have you seen The World?
I've seen it, and I think, is that common? Like, and like, I know it's a thing with celebrities.
You have to understand the difference between like your personal conversations and what is being said via the media, which is what most people consume. So while personally you may not necessarily see those type of things, when you look online, when these women look online and they see that everybody's going under the knife or is being pushed to them, advertised to them, their favorite celebrity went under the knife. That's what he's speaking from, is that they're being told this. Whereas, so you have to take take yourself out of it and just look at it from the
I'll
perspective of
try. I've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
But I agree with what Bruiser's saying when it comes to the health part, because my dad was a coach. And after I had my daughter, he told me, he was like, you need to go work out. And I was like, okay. He was my coach my whole life. So
I've seen some big women. They got a lot of weight on them, but they look like they would just be flat out gorgeous if they can cut 40, 50 pounds off. Like I've seen it. I mean, the woman is 250 pounds. She's cute as hell, like in the face and all that stuff. Her proportions of her body are just right. But she's just holding too much weight on. Like if you just go to the gym, you can.
Yeah, I seen some of them glow ups when people like transform and lose 100, 150 pounds. But in regards to that video though, so I'm conflicted because I knew from the beginning dude only wanted them first two. Like I watched that clip over, I'm like, yeah, he only was interested really in them first two women. I don't think he had to roast them. I wouldn't have done it, but I low key the clip before, old girl was saying she want a man who know what he want. So that personality type might not be attractive to 90% of women, but 10% might really mess with that. Shorty just might have fell into that 10% that say, I like a man that act like this and talk like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some people that want a DMX personality type or want a aggressive in your face personality type. It turn them on. They feel it, it's easier to be dominated by that type, but that's what they view when they think of a masculinity and ideal man. He may act like that. It may not be for everybody else. I personally wouldn't have went on them like that. I would have kept it smooth, like the dude from Chicago who was like, all right, shorty, you still cool, but you just
before the world got soft. This is how men was. This is what men were. They were outspoken. They were honest. They were blunt. They were straight to the point. They came from the juggler. Only until things got more Me Too and all this other shit and policing what you say and attacking your brand for being on. Men have now got to be honest. They got to be in the shell about how they say. You notice he called her queen. Back in the 80s, she would have been called probably I'm not going to even say it.
No, so look, hey, I think that men did speak that way, and I also think that a lot of kids got trauma behind that stuff too. And there's a lot of kids who never heard their parents tell them they loved them, and the next generation tried to recorrect it because it was a lot of tough love, but not enough nurturing love that went into them. So it may have been even an overcorrection in the next generation. But so it worked for dude though. He went on there and said whatever he wanted to say and still got the one he wanted, one of the two he wanted. So